Hey guys, how are you? Hope you're doing well. You're doing well here. So on this channel, we usually give you people recipes. We tell you how to live a healthy life. We teach you how to make detergents here. We make cards, we make gift cards. And today, guys, surprise, surprise, I'm going to give you another recipe. A recipe that most of you do not know. It is a weed. And this weed, you get it everywhere. It grows in your gardens by itself, and it's a very good weed for bleeding, for ladies bleeding, very, very good for postnatal. And let's start. So guys, this is the weed. It's called butterweed. This is butterweed. If you want to know it's butterweed, there's some white, very, very light, feathery stuff that flies off during the weed. That is pollination. They turn brown. So this is butterweed. So now this butterweed tea, I want us to make butterweed tea. First of all, if you have irregular menstrual periods, it helps, or even delayed. And even if you don't usually get your periods, it helps also a lot. You can take a lot of it. It's good for after, okay, when you're having complications during childbirth. This is very, very good with the complications after and before. And it's also very good because it stops bleeding. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just cut it into pieces and boil it into a tea. We are going to boil it into a tea. So let me move the cooker a bit here. And let me switch it on. It's very good for diarrhea, very good for dysentery. So if you have diarrhea, if you have dysentery, this is what you can also try. Remember, we also have the guava leaves, we have the mango leaves, we have the avocado leaves, which are very good for this. Also, we have blackjack, which is also a weed, very good for this. So people, guys, in your area, you need to check out for butterweed. I showed you butterweed. Please check around if you can find this butterweed. If you have problems with your menstrual, this butterweed is good for that. If you have complications after a childbirth, like overbleeding, this butterweed is very, very good for you. It's very good for dysentery, hemorrhoids, and you people know how hemorrhoids can be very, very painful. Very good for hemorrhoids, bleeding hemorrhoids. It stops the bleeding. Arthritis, guys, arthritis. This is a good weed for arthritis. It's a very, very good weed. It grows by itself. It's a medicine that just brings itself to your doorstep. But most people don't know. It's very good because sometimes when you're weak, it gives you more strength. It's like you know the way you take glucose, you can take this. It adds you strength. If you have gout, people who have gout, periwinkle, if you take periwinkle and you take this and mix butterweed and mix, that's a super, super healthy juice for gout. If you have diabetes, very good for low blood sugars. It brings them to the normal level that they are supposed to be. Very good. If you are in your menopause, let me tell you, the complications of menopause are really, really doing old people. They are doing our aunts, our mothers, everywhere, and even people in the 40s and 50s, and nowadays even menopause starts at 20s, 28 there. You know, you can easily start getting menopause. So this weed is very, very good for you. So we are going to boil it into a tea, and as we are boiling it into a tea, let me put it aside. And because I knew it would take some time, and for the magic, I already boiled some. And in this, I'm going to add this. I'm going to add the banana leaf. Banana leaf is very good for people who are bleeding, and it's also good for cough. You can make this into a cough. Guys, I made a video of fenugreek here. Remember, fenugreek is not consumed by children. Fenugreek is not consumed by children because it works on testosterone and mammary glands. So it's for adultish things. Don't give it to your babies. So we are going to let it boil. So you're going to cover it and let it boil. And after it boils, you let it cool for around 10 minutes before you do anything with it. So you have to boil it and let it cool for 10 minutes. Then now you can take it. So now I want to show you. So we have already boiled it, it's here. You can take it like that. You don't have to do anything to it. You can just take it. You see that it has good lime green color? You can take it just like that. So you can just take it like this. No. Guys, and the lights have gone off on me. I think we have enough light. I can just continue with this one. Guys, the lights have just gone off on me, but I'm okay. I have no problem. I'll just continue. Let me just get my artificial light here. So I'm going to use this artificial light of mine. So these are some of the things that happen when you're recording, but the recording has to go on. We have enough light to go on. So now what I wanted to do was I wanted to show you how to take it, but now I'm going to stop because of the I've just remembered I need to blend. So let me stop. So guys, we're going to continue. So guys, the lights went off. Now the lights are back. Now we can continue blending. As I was telling you, the butterwheat it favors women very much because it treats delayed or irregular menstruation. It's good for compilation of after the complications of childbirth. It stops bleeding, diarrhea, dysentery, hemorrhoids, hemorrhoid bleeding, arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis. It gives you strength. So now I want to, because now we've already made the first juice, the first tea, here it is. Now this weed is called butterweed. So I'm going to pour it. You can take it on its own. You make it and leave it for 10 minutes. So that's the butterweed. You can take it on its own. Now let's try and make some juices here and there. So now, as you can see here, I have some frozen parsley. I have frozen parsley, celery. It was just a mixture of everything we have in here. We also have leaves, beetroot leaves in here. So now here we also have the pineapple that are frozen. And even I have small strawberries, I throw them in there. I freeze whatever I can. So what's going to happen is I'm going to put, and we have our sweeteners, our dates. So let's put in the celery, plus the parsley, and some. So let's make this first juice. It is a juice, not a smoothie. So we are not sieving anything today. If you have mouth inflammation, that is good for you. So this juice has, the first juice that you're making, it has pineapple in it. It has celery and parsley in it. So let me put in the ice. So this is our first juice. Now we have two juices here, the original one and then this first one. These are very, very good juices. And in there I'm going to put our dates. Even in this other one I'm going to put a date. So the second juice that I'm going to make is the celery and the pineapple. That's the second one. We are just using the same blender. And I'm going to put in some watermelon. Guys, you know what we usually do with the skin? And the mango. I was trying to cut this mango, but I couldn't cut it well. And a mango in there. So this is our second juice. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to I'm not going to return that juice. I'm going to make it more and more super healthy. So I'm going to put my dates in here. If you have dates and you are using them as sweeteners, when you put in a juice, you need to stay for some time before you drink it, so that they can, I don't know if I can call it dissolve, but they soften so much so that when you just stir, they mix well. So guys, I showed you I have a pawpaw plant. So this is one of the pawpaws I got from there. So let me remove the seeds. These seeds are very, very good for you. They are good for malaria, for deworming, for your skin. Dengue fever. So what happens with these juices, when you make them, whatever remains, just put in the next, because there's no need of pouring it out and then make another one. No, just put in and continue, because at the end of the day, they are all healthy juices heading in the same direction. That's to give you a better, healthy lifestyle. Okay, so now blend this one. So we started with the juice, we are building up, now we are ending up with smoothies. So now we started with the juices. We are going heavier and heavier. We are ending up with smoothies. So now you're putting in the 2 tomato. what you do, you look around your house and see what is good in the house. So if you notice, I stopped now putting I'm not putting the new juices anymore. The new juice, the butterweed juice. So now we finished with the butterweed tea. Now we are elevating the butterweed. If you watch carefully, you can see how I'm building up these juices. How I started with the butterweed and followed it with the juice by itself. Then I followed it with celery and pineapple. Then I followed it up with watermelon. Then I followed it up with pawpaw and mango. And now I'm finishing with this, a real heavy smoothie. So guys, if you drink this smoothie or this juice, tell me, isn't it healthy? It's a very healthy juice or smoothies. They are very healthy. So now, guys, this is where we started from. Now this weed is called butterweed. If you look at it, it's called butterweed. This weed, you can get it anywhere in your garden. Please go look for this weed called butterweed. And butterweed treats irregular or delayed menstruation. It's good for complications after birth, after childbirth. It's very good to stop that. It usually stops bleeding. Diarrhea, it stops diarrhea. It stops dysentery. Hemorrhoids, especially hemorrhoids bleeding. You know, hemorrhoids can be very, very painful. Anyone who has had hemorrhoids will tell you. Here we have arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, gout. It's like a strengthener, like glucose. It's like glucose, traditional glucose. It's very good for people with diabetes, mouth inflammation, and also during menopause. Guys, this is very good for you. So this is where we started. We started with that. Then we elevated it to that. Then elevated it to this one. Then went to this one. And then to this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I could go on and on and on and on and make even more juices like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put in that date there, and I'm going to put this date here. And guys, I want also to add in I'm going to add in also my chia seeds. Because I'm going to put chia seeds in the first juice. So I've put chia seeds in my first juice to make it thicker. These other ones you can put turmeric, you can put cayenne. So butterweed, this is the butterweed. Check around you, you'll see butterweed. Guys, talk to your moms, your sisters, your female friends. They need to know what butterweed is, because it's good for menopause, for menstrual, it's very good for irregular menstrual, very good for complications after childbirth. For those people who've bumped here for the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here we live a healthy life. We do make our detergents here. We do give out recipes. Guys, we do a lot on this channel. We make cards. If you've not seen our cards, please, we are going to put a link of one of our cards down there so that you can also watch our cards and our other health videos. And for returning subscribers, thank you so much for always being with us. Please put a thumbs up, like, and share this one so that we can also be seen by so many people and live a healthy life. Thank you so much. See you on the next one. Bye.